Hey, let's get back to Jimmy Butler. He's been atop the trade talks for weeks now. What should we expect on his future at this point?
There's nothing that he wants to hear right now that doesn't include getting him to the Sun. That is the only thing he's focused on. I don't think you could offer him any amount of money or...
Jimmy Butler has rejected a trade to the Golden State Warriors. After the Warriors put together a package for Jimmy to Miami, Butler came out and said that he is not interested. Hey, what's happening, everyone? This is Swish Culture. With all the drama surrounding Jimmy and the Miami Heat, after Jimmy having said he would go anywhere and can make any team a contender, it seems like anywhere means the Phoenix Suns only. This has become apparent after it was reported that Jimmy nuked multiple deals to contenders that wanted to trade for him. So by all accounts, it appears Butler is trying to force his way to play next to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. The only problem with that is the Phoenix Suns are more interested in moving Bradley Beal, although they have listened to some teams on Kevin Durant, including the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler's recent situation with the Miami Heat has all the hallmarks of a classic NBA power struggle. Butler's refusal to be traded to the Golden State Warriors adds another layer of intrigue to this complex narrative, highlighting his calculated approach to his career and his belief in what he can offer the team. To understand the current impasse, we need to delve into the history of Butler's tenure in Miami, examine the factors driving his desire for a max contract extension, analyze the Heat's perspective, and explore the reasons behind his rejection of the Golden State Warriors. Before that, however, be sure to like the video and subscribe to Swish Culture for the most analytical and entertaining NBA content on the planet. Now get ready. You're about to get The Golden State Warriors sent a trade package to Miami, offering Andrew Wiggins and picks after the price on Butler dropped. Miami quickly accepted the offer, paving the way for Jimmy to Golden State. "Not so fast," said Jimmy. The Warriors were eager to make a move. However, when they inquired on Butler re-signing, he wanted no parts of the deal. He made his intent clear. His one and only destination was the Phoenix Suns. While some are wondering how a player can have a say when Luka was traded, it should be noted that neither AD nor Luka has guaranteed their current teams that they would re-sign with them. The Warriors are looking for a long-term deal with Butler, and this may make things difficult in terms of a trade. Why would the Warriors trade for a player that seemingly has no interest in the team? Considering a contracted player only has to fulfill their obligations under the contract, an aging and injured player like Butler could only be seen as bad news, right? Not really, and here's why. Jimmy Butler's arrival in Miami in the summer of 2019 was initially perceived as a match made in basketball heaven. The Heat, under the leadership of Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, had cultivated a culture of hard work, discipline, and unwavering competitiveness. This ethos resonated deeply with Butler, a player known for his relentless two-way ability, his demanding leadership style, and his desire to win. He was seeking a franchise that embraced his intensity and provided him with a platform to compete for championships. Now, Miami was fresh off the Dwayne Wade era and eager to return to contention. They saw Butler as the perfect centerpiece around which to build their next successful team. The success in the initial years of the Butler-Heat partnership were undeniable. In his first season, Butler led the Heat to an improbable run to the NBA Finals, exceeding all expectations and showcasing his ability to elevate the play of his teammates. The Heat culture meshed seamlessly with Butler's own persona, creating a formidable force in the Eastern Conference. The image of Butler, exhausted but determined, pushed his team to the brink of a championship against the Los Angeles Lakers, cementing his status as a Miami icon. The subsequent season saw continued success, including another trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. While the Heat fell short of their ultimate goal, Butler's impact was undeniable. He became the heart and soul of the team, a leader who set the tone both on and off the court. His two-way dominance, clutch performances, and commitment to winning made him a fan favorite and earned him widespread respect across the league. Despite the mutual success, however, cracks began to appear in the seemingly perfect relationship between Butler and the Heat. As Butler approached his mid-30s, the topic of contract extensions became a point of contention. Butler, understandably, sought long-term security and desired a max contract extension, a deal that would not only reward him for the past performance, but also provide him with financial stability for the remainder of his prime years. The Heat, however, were hesitant to commit to a max extension for Butler. While they acknowledged his importance to the team, They also had to consider the long-term implications of such a significant financial commitment. Butler's age, his injury history, and the potential for decline were all factors weighing heavily on their decision-making process. Furthermore, the Heat front office, known for its shrewd and calculated approach to team building, was wary of tying up a large portion of their salary cap in a player who was approaching the latter stages of his career. This difference in perspective created a stalemate. Butler felt he had earned the right to a max extension, pointing to his consistent performance, his leadership, and his dedication to the team. The Heat, while appreciative of Butler's contributions, believed they needed to balance their short-term competitiveness with their long-term financial flexibility. They were unwilling to commit to a max deal that could potentially hamstring their ability to make future moves and build a sustainable championship contender. Amidst this contract impasse, the Golden State Warriors emerged as a potential suitor. With a team record that would make tanking teams jealous, the Warriors, despite their recent championship success, were looking to make a championship run due to the fact that they still have a high-performing Steph Curry on the roster. They saw Butler as a player who could complement the core duo of Steph Curry and Draymond Green, providing them with additional scoring, defense, and veteran leadership. Their interest in Butler was genuine, and discussions were deep regarding his acquisition, as it would require some complex navigation of the salary cap restrictions. They finally figured out a way to get it done, and the price came down. However, Butler quickly and decisively rejected the notion of joining the Warriors. His reasoning was simple. He was unwilling to sign a contract extension with Golden State. This meant that if the Warriors were to trade for him, he could potentially leave in free agency after the season, leaving them with nothing to show for their investment. This move would have left the Warriors with having to re-sign Jonathan Kuminga in the coming offseason as their starting small forward, a move Kerr has been hesitant to do, seeing as he considers JK to be a power forward. While that move could work considering Quentin Post's ascension to the Warriors starting lineup, it remains to be seen whether or not Kerr is comfortable utilizing JK as a starter, considering he doesn't give the Warriors the proven ability to defend at the highest level they currently have in Wiggins. Butler's rejection of the Warriors highlights his calculated and strategic approach to his career. He is not simply looking for the biggest payday. He is also concerned with his long-term fit, his role on the team, and his ability to compete for championships. He clearly felt that joining the Warriors, even with their championship pedigree, did not align with his long-term goals of winning a championship in the future. He was unwilling to commit to a situation where he might not have the same level of control and influence that he had in Miami. Had he chosen to play for Golden State, he likely would have butted heads with Green and probably wasn't too fond of a coach like Steve Kerr, considering the difference in play style. As such, it might be interesting if he finds himself in Phoenix, who themselves might trade Kevin Durant, seeing as Bradley Beal has no desire to leave and is exercising his no-trade clause to force the Suns to keep him. It wasn't just the Warriors, however. The Memphis Grizzlies were another team reportedly interested in acquiring Butler. The Grizzlies, a young and rising team with a bright future, saw Butler as a veteran presence who could accelerate their development and push them into true contention. However, Butler reportedly expressed his preference to exclude the Grizzlies from any potential trade discussions. This further underscores Butler's selectivity and his focus on playing for a team that aligns with his specific criteria. It suggests that he is not simply looking for any opportunity to play. He's carefully considering his options and prioritizing teams that he believes can provide him with the best chance to win a championship and achieve his personal goals. It's safe to say the future of Jimmy Butler's tenure in Miami is over. Several possible scenarios could play out as we approach the end of free agency, because if they don't trade him, it would mean Pat Riley loses. The Heat are motivated to get a deal done, as it means Butler potentially leaving Miami in free agency with them getting nothing in return. The Warriors, on the other hand, have been sniffing around the league, contacting every superstar to see if there's any interest. They've missed out on LaVine, have looked at Zion, and are now looking at Ingram and Bobby Portis. They are indeed desperate. But let me know what you guys think. Is it worth it for any of these contenders to trade for a guy like Jimmy, or should the Heat just relent and give him what he's asking? Post your thoughts in the comments below. Just don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all your notifications so you don't miss any of my latest uploads. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Swish!